Welcome back to the brand new tutorial about Compose for Wear operating system. So as a developer, I'm just creating this tutorial that will provide you an overview of Compose for Wear OS, focusing on the similarities and differences, comparing with the Compose for the mobile application development. Okay, so let me go to the index that we will be learning in this tutorial. We will be learning about the Wear OS, learning how to set up the WearOS emulator in Android Studio. Then we will be just jumping onto the comparison of the dependencies for mobile and then that of the WearOS, like finding the similarities and the differences. Then we will be also further on learning about Wear material composables like buttons, cards, chips, toggle chip, time, text, scaling, lazy list, lazy column, okay, and swiping text to dismiss, swipe text to dismiss, scaffold, and navigation. Okay, so saying that, let me just jump on to the Wear operating system. So this is the Wear, this is the emulator that is just emulating the Wear OS. Okay, so as you can see here, Wear OS actually is based on Android and is optimized for the wrist and offers unique surfaces for app development. Okay, so Wear OS has different layers or different parts. You can see, like similar to mobile apps, we have a overlay. So the first part is overlay, and this overlay are the primary surfaces for user interaction. So it's like the primary surface for user interaction. Then you have a notification, as you can see here. For the moment you don't have any notification. This is like the alert that users use for important information. Okay, and then you have you can provide a glanceable information directly on the wristwatch surface complications. And then you have a tiles, so this offers fast access to information and actions. Okay, so these are called tiles, as you can see here. Okay, so this is the situation here, as you can see here. Okay, and now Compose for WearOS is also a part of Jetpack Compose that simplifies the development of these surfaces, ensuring compatibility with Material U guidelines. Okay, so as I told you, what are the differences between the dependencies that we will be using for mobile and then that of the Wear OS. Okay, let's check out the differences of the and the similarity. Actually, if you check out my build.gradle file for this project for Wear OS tutorial, you will see that I'm just implementing this Android X Activity Compose library, which is pretty much the similar dependencies that we will be also using for the mobile. And then we have a splash screen is similar. We'll also have the like for example, you see Wear Compose material. So this is the material library that is specifically focusing only on Wear OS. Okay, as you can see here, Android X Wear Compose. This is specifically designed, like made for Wear. Okay, Wear OS. So this is the difference of dependency, that you have to just make sure that you are using the Android Wear OS Compose dependency. Okay, it's similar for the foundation, and then similar for the navigation. Okay, dependencies, as you can see here. So I'm just defining it all in the my libstart version toml file. Okay, so this is the similarity and this is the differences, as you can see practically, as I showed you guys. Okay, so that's it. And after that, we will be just checking out the Wear material composables components, like okay, let me just show you some similarities and difference between the material composables that we will be using for mobile and Wear OS. So also in mobile we will be using buttons, and let's check out how the buttons is being implemented in Wear OS. So buttons are the component that enables users to take actions. Okay, it remains largely the same as the mobile counterpart in terms of the code. Okay, so as you can see here, it's almost similar with that of the mobile. Okay, so button is pretty much similar, as you can see here. And then you can just check out the preview here. Okay, so after that, let's jump onto the another component that's called card. Also for the card, the component is pretty much similar. Okay, there's no difference. Okay, so card actually displays the content and actions related to the single subject. It offers flexibility in design and can include icons, text and images, as you can see here the preview. So then we have a chips, you have a chip that is also pretty almost similar, like as you can see this is a chip composable components. We are using the material chip. Okay, so this provides a quick one tap actions ideal for the Wear OS limited screen skip space. Okay, so then you also have a similar toggle chip which allows users to toggle options using radio buttons, toggleable or checkbox. As you can see here, this is the example of a toggle chip, and this is the example of a normal chip. Okay, so that's it. And then let's move further and let's learn about the text that we'll be using. We'll be using some like something like curve text, time text. You know, this is the time text that is specifically used for Wear OS. And you have a start linear content and the end linear content that you can see here in the preview. And we have a scaling lazy column. Okay, so for scaling lazy column, it's almost like a lazy list in Compose. Okay, that is used in mobile application. So scaling lazy column, you have a list of lazy columns, as you can see here, which will be scrollable pretty much, right? So this is the preview. As you can see here, it's almost the same. The usage is similar, but we have to use scaling lazy column, which is a recommended list component for Wear OS. Okay, it provides scaling and transparency effect for better readability on smaller screens. So it is specially designed for the Wear OS small screen size devices. Okay, so it leverages the benefit of lazy column for efficient rendering of large list. Okay, so this is it, guys. And then let's learn about another composable components for Wear OS, that is called swipe to dismiss box. So swipe to dismiss box is you can see the preview, guys. Okay, so actually it's a swipe to dismiss box. It's a container for your layout that supports the swipe to dismiss gesture common in Wear OS navigation. Okay, so let me just check out the preview. Let me run this code. So swipe to dismiss. So when I perform swipe this way, it's swiping. As you can see, it's like a swipe to dismiss box. It's used for swipe to dismiss gestures, which is commonly used in Wear OS navigation. Okay, guys, so now after this let's move further and check out another interesting Wear OS component that is called scaffold. Okay, so for scaffold you can check out, so this is my scaffold. The scaffold composables helps organize elements, screen elements, and ensure they adhere the material design guidelines. So it provides a slot for vignette. Okay, so a vignette is a composable functions that defines a if you check out the scaffold, you have a vignette that is a composable functions that defines the vignette or subtitle shadow to be displayed around the screen edges. You can use the vignette composables and customize its position using vignette position. Okay, so you can have also a position indicator. This is a composable function that defines the position indicator to be displayed when the content is scrollable. You can use the position indicator composables and provide it with the state of your scrollable content. For example, scaling lazy list state. Okay, then you have a page indicator. So this page indicator is a composable function that defines the page indicator to be displayed when using a horizontal pager. You can use the page indicator composable. Then you have a time text. It's like a composable function that defines the time text to be displayed at the top of the screen. You can use the time text composables, like as I already explained you before. And then finally you have the to pass the content. Its content is a composable functions that defines the main content of the screen. This is where you place your app's UI elements. Okay, so this is pretty simple, guys. And then after that, let's go to navigation. Okay, let's go to navigation, how the navigation is being performed. As I told you, you have to just use this to implement the dependencies, navigation dependencies for Wear OS. I already talked about that in the toml file. Actually here you see, just be careful to add this Wear compose navigation dependencies. Okay, and then for navigation, we use the WearOS navigation for optimized navigation on wearable device. The swipe to dismiss nav host composables, this nav host nav control, swipe to dismiss nav controller composable supports swipe to dismiss gestures for navigating back. Okay, so swipe to dismiss nav host, swipe dismissible nav host, this composables actually supports the swipe to dismiss gestures for navigating back. Okay guys, so this is it. So we can also we can check it out. We can check it out. Let's run this. Okay, you can go to screen 2. When you click this, you go to screen second, that is the navigation is happening here. And then when you go back, you just go there, right? And like when you see, like I just swiped and like you swipe to dismiss like swipe dismissible nav host composable is supporting the swipe to dismiss gestures for navigating back. It's pretty simple, right? And that's all about what I was wanted to talk about compose in Wear OS. It's pretty simple guys. If you already know about compose, or if you are using compose in your mobile applications, then you can easily start on with compose also for Wear OS, and it's very pretty amazing. And guys, if you like this kind of videos, please do subscribe and catch you up in the next upcoming lectures for Wear OS. Thank you guys.